I need all my Caribbean people to take a crash course in customer service, especially Jamaicans. I'm in Austin for South by Southwest, and I performed last night. And after my show, we went outside, and I was like, oh my God, something smells familiar. It smelled like jerk chicken. So I go around the corner, there's a jerk chicken stand. So this Jamaican lady, this one auntie is serving food. So I tell my whole team, I'm like, hey guys, I want Jamaican food. Let's go get Jamaican food. As I walk up, auntie's like, what you want? What you want? And I'm like, hi. And I was like, do you have jerk chicken? We don't have that. We don't have that. And I said, you didn't even let me finish my sentence. How do you know what I want from you? Well, then, just so you know, guys, the sign said, jerk chicken platter, curry chicken platter, curry goat platter, oxtail, and so I'm like, you have the curry chicken, but I don't have that. So I'm like, why are you sucking your teeth? Because I'm asking you for what's on your menu. So then I'm like, okay, what do you have? And she said, you can't read.
So I've been here in America for a few short days, and I've realized that customer service in America is A class versus customer service in Jamaica. So the other day we went to a store, and we're buying some clothes, and the lady was giving me some change. The cashier was giving me some change, and the way she's giving me the change, I could have given her some cents. I don't really know the cents here. I could have given her some cents, and she'd have given me a hard dollar. But she's saying the machine don't work like that, So Aisha wasn't happy, and Aisha was going at her about how she should give me the change. And the lady was smiling, a young girl, she was smiling, she was pleasant in her demeanor, and she was handling the situation, like in her mind, she was like, I'm going to give him what I'm going to give him, but I'm going to be nice about giving him to him. I'm saying that. And she gave me the change, Aisha was fussing at her and stuff, and she was there with a bright smile on her face, and she was doing what she was doing, right? In Jamaica, that cashier would have been argumentative, would have been disrespectful, would have been coming back at the customer. Customer service here is A class. Jamaica, we need to catch up to speed. Too much poor customer service in Jamaica.
Hey lovies, welcome to the very first episode of holding business owners accountable for the very crappy service that their employees provide. I know I can't be the only one who sick of customer service in Jamaica. Like all around from big business to small business, everybody just sticks to my kind of know of a professional. So because this happened today and it's the freshest experience that I have, we're going to start off with Jamaica's very own knockoff version of Walmart. Let's just get it straight. First of all, the people them go out of them way for show on it. So guess what? We don't want the average person for shop here, because tell me why we pay almost $6,000 for a membership that includes nothing. No customer loyalty program, no nothing. You're paying these people to buy items from out of them store. Just like many other places in Jamaica, these people, them clearly a show say them classes. If you don't come in there, brown skin, tall hair, reach down in your back, you're not twang like say across the waters you're born, people don't really give a shit about you purchasing in these places.
Let me start by saying this. Jamaicans are some of the most vibrant, resilient, and naturally gifted people on this planet. No matter where you go in the world, if you find a Jamaican, you're going to find strength, you're going to find, pride, you're going to find someone who speaks their mind, whether you like it or not. It's a country that has exported culture, courage, and charisma on a global scale. From reggae music that has changed the world, to Olympic dominance, to academic excellence and political dominance, Jamaica punches way above its weight in so many ways. Jamaicans are creatively brilliant, resourceful, and unapologetically bold. That confidence is infectious. That raw authenticity is admired across borders. That proud, beautiful culture is one of the Caribbean's most recognizable gifts to the world. And let me tell you something else. Jamaicans are funny, passionate, deeply spiritual, and family-oriented. The island itself is a paradise, and many who have visited there have fallen in love, not just with beaches, but with people, the laughter, the rhythm, the fire in their spirit. And I say this with love, sometimes the same fire that makes Jamaica shine so bright can also burn bridges, especially when it comes to one thing in particular: customer care. Yes, I said it. And if you've ever lived or even just traveled through Jamaica, you probably said it before. There is no way to dance around it. Jamaica has a serious, consistent, and socially damaging customer service crisis. And I'm not here to bash the country. I'm here to speak the truth. This is bigger than one rude cashier or one slow bank line. It's about emotional dignity and everyday life. It's about what happens when too many people start accepting disrespect as part of daily transactions. And when we begin to normalize dysfunction, we start to erode our sense of possibility. So in this video, we are going to talk about it respectively, passionately, and honestly. The economic impact of poor customer service. That is what I want us to discuss today. The way it affects Jamaica's global image, and most importantly, the emotional and social damage that poor service inflicts on regular hardworking Jamaicans just trying to live with dignity, who are trying to live with dignity. Because this isn't just about how cashier speaks to you. It's about what kind of society we are building and who gets left behind in the process. So let's talk about it, not because we hate Jamaica, but because we love it enough to want it to be, better.
I will never understand why Jamaicans choose to get in customer service jobs when they know they absolutely don't like helping people. Like, you don't like smiling. If someone asks you a question, you get an attitude. Why do y'all constantly pick these jobs where you have to interact with the public if you don't like them? I don't get it. Like, I'm at Walmart yesterday in Green Acres Mall. Nothing but Jamaicans in there. And every last one got an attitude. I'm sitting here looking for some simple juice. Like, hey, do y'all have this? There. I go to bend down, don't see it. I'm like, hey, I only see the Gerber brand. Man, I have the other brand. Ma'am, you are yelling at me because for asking a simple question. This is your aisle. This is where you are stacking stuff. You should know this like the back of your hand, yet you choose to give me the wrong answer. Why? Because you just don't want to be helpful? Did you not like the way my face looked? What is the problem? I think you guys should really stay out of customer service because it's just not your forte as a people.
Now, let's start with the economic damage. This isn't speculation. This is straight from the mouths of Jamaican people who run businesses, work in businesses, or spend money at businesses. The very people employed to help customers are sometimes the reason customers leave. People are walking away from stores, salons, restaurants, and offices, not because of the product, but because of the attitude. That behavior mash up a lot of people business in Jamaica. That hold down some people business. And when people stop spending, when word of mouth spread, when customers don't return, the business begins to collapse, begins to suffer. Owners get discouraged, and what happened next? That is why some people don't want to employ anybody. That is the reason. Now, one bad employee can cost someone their dream. One disrespectful tone can cost a community its access to service. One moment of unprofessionalism can create a ripple effect where business fail, people lose jobs, and economy shrinks instead of growth. But the problem doesn't stop there. It spills into Jamaica's international image. When people leave the island, whether for vacation, school, or work, they quickly realize something. Customer service in other countries is a class. Jamaica needs to, catch up to that speed. Too many visitors and too many returning citizens are saying the same thing. That's how deep the emotional contrast is. You leave the country, experience respectful, timely, helpful service, and then come back home only to be shouted at, dismissed, or treated like a bother for asking a simple question. And this leads to the deepest damage of all, the psychological harm done to everyday Jamaicans. People feel disrespected when they are spending their money. They feel like they're, like they're begging, even though they're the ones putting food on the table for the same employees who are mistreating them. This isn't just poor service. This is emotional abuse dressed up as business as usual. And here's what's even worse. The service can change depending on how you look, how you dress, or where you're from. Some people straight up say, if you're not from uptown, they don't give an F about you spending your money. And that honestly, that's classism, that's elitism, that's discrimination. When your economy class determines how much respect you get as a customer, it creates a society of humiliation where people feel less than in their own country. This isn't just a bad experience, it's a crisis of dignity. Now, let's slow this down. Let's really feel the weight of what we are talking about. When people say Jamaica has a customer service crisis, they are not just complaining, they are grieving. They are grieving the idea that spending money doesn't mean you'll be treated well or with respect. They are grieving the loss of basic kindness, a smile, how can you help, a thank you for coming. And what that does, it wears people down. It makes them anxious to leave their house. It makes them hesitate to start businesses. It makes them wonder, why even bother? This is real. When poor customer service chases customers away, business shrink. People get laid off, trust breaks down, communities lose pride, tourists take their money, elsewhere, and the tragedy is it's all preventable. This is not about lack of intelligence or ability. Jamaicans are some of the most charming, dynamic, and people, savvy individuals on earth. That talent is already there. What's missing is the culture of accountability. Right now, customer service is too often seen as optional, like it's an attitude you put on when you feel like, instead of a standard of national excellence. Are businesses training staff properly? Are managers modeling good service? Are owners rewarding professionalism? Are we as citizens demanding better? Change won't happen from one viral video or one angry Facebook post. It takes a national cultural shift where we say enough is enough. We deserve more than this. We deserve service with dignity. We deserve to feel respected when we support Jamaica businesses. And to every business owner, every cashier, every taxi driver, every receptionist, understand this. Good customer service is not weakness, it's power. It brings repeat customers. It builds trust. It grows the economy. It makes Jamaica not just a tourist destination, but a place people want to invest, to live in, and uplift. You don't need an American accent to give great service. You just need to care. You just need to remember that every interaction is a chance to build something greater than yourself. And to my fellow commentators, influencers, and community leaders, let's hold the line. Let's tell the truth in love. Let's stop pretending that this is okay. Let's stop rewarding bad behavior with silence, because Jamaica is too beautiful, too powerful, and too full of potential to be held back by bad manners and broken systems. Let's raise the bar, not because we have to copy anybody else, but because we know we are capable of better. Let's expect more. Let's demand more. Let's become more. Now, as always, tell me on the comment section what you feel about this particular topic. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.